Hello, everybody. It's beautiful Saturday evening, and it is Parenting Essentials. And the first person I'm citing on my personal account, Olawuyesta Olelaya, is Esther Tevera. Thank you for joining me all the way from the UK. All right, if you are seeing my face for the very first time today, my name is Oye Layo, but you can call me Oye for short. And this is called the Parenting Essentials, coming to you from the Mission Guide. And I am super excited to be here today. Let me know if I'm audible. Let me know if you can see me clearly. And I'm just going to dish out what I have for you today. And we call it a day. Parenting Essential Time. Call somebody to call somebody and tell somebody to tell somebody that, oh, Yelaya is here and it is Parenting Essential Time. Today, I'll be talking about few qualities that you can see in an intentional parent with vision. Please underline that. I'm talking about qualities you can see or qualities to identify. Maybe you want to do self check today. Maybe you want to try to find out today, depending whatever you want to do is really up to you. I'm talking about qualities of an intentional parent with vision. I'm not just talking about an intentional parent because oftentimes I've seen many people saying they are intentional. We became too familiar with the word intentional that we just do whatever we like in the name of intentional parenting, that we are not even sure of what we are doing. Many are not even aware or understand what they are actually doing. So I'm talking about these qualities for intentional parent with vision. A lot of people have good intentions. Yes, they have good intention. They want to do the right thing in their parenting journey. They want to really do the right thing, guide their children. I am intentional. I am intentional. I am intentional. But they do not actually know what to do. They do not actually know how to go about it. So that is where the vision comes in. And that is why we say only the vision guides, because the vision that you carry with your intentionality is the roadmap. It's what is going to guide you jealously. The vision that you carry along, that you're holding along with your intentionality on this journey of parenting is your guide. You cannot, you cannot but have vision on this journey. That is when you are not going to miss the road. All right, let me know if you are there. Am I audible? Did anybody confirm I'm audible? Please let me know if I am audible. Can you hear me? Let me know if I am audible, and I am going to confirm for me I'm audible. Good for me to roll. I believe I'm audible though. I want to believe I'm audible. It's kind of freezing. So, 10 qualities of an intentional, maybe not 10, but I'll try to give us around 10 if the time permits. And number one thing that I want you to know with an intentional parent who carries vision, who has vision as a roadmap, is they are purpose driven. So check yourself, evaluate yourself as we roll through this journey today. They are purpose driven. They have the clear sense of purpose. They actually know what it is, what they are doing. They are not the one that we always say, Sarah, what will we be? The clear sense of purpose is there. And they have this long-term goal. I know in our parenting journey, we have goals that we can call the short term or long term. But if you are an intentional parent and you have vision in your journey, you have this goal. Your goal can actually be long term or short term, depending on what you're working on per time. So this is very important for you to know that you must be purpose driven to be an intentional parent with purpose. Their goals concerning their family growth and development is always clear. They know what their family is lacking. They know what they want to work on their family. When I talk about family, we're not just talking about the children. When we talk about parenting and family life, we're not just talking about our children. It's also the parent. And we talk about family growth. It's not about your children bringing A's to you from school. It's also about you as a parent. Are you also growing? Are you moving or you're stagnant? So these are the things that you have to check to be able to know if you're an intentional parent with vision. They have clear understanding of their parenting goal. Do you even understand what you're doing? Maybe you've heard over the time, you have to have goal in your parenting journey, and you have to pen down, and you're actually writing. You are writing down, these are my goals. These are the goals for the family. But do you understand what you have written down? Is it clear to you? Do you have full understanding? Can you comprehend whatever you are put down as your goal? Is it even achievable? Do you have plans on how to achieve them? These are the qualities that you're going to see in an intentional parent. Maybe it's about the family values, whatever it is. You've written them down. Do you know how? How are you going to get them? Is it just by writing? Is it just by talking? Another thing, another qualities that you're going to see in an intentional parent with vision is being consistent. Consistency is always there. They know what they're doing. It's a rule for today will not become tomorrow and it's against the rule. A lot of parents have this habit when they are giving their children boundaries and rules. This is not allowed. This is not allowed. But any day or any time they are actually tired, maybe they are back from work and they are tired and exhausted. Maybe it's not the screen time, for example. Let me cite an example. It's not the screen time, but you came back tired. You feel it's okay because you are tired. It's okay for your children to break the rules. It's okay for you as a parent to break the rule. That is what is called inconsistency. It doesn't matter how you feel. When you have a rule, when you have boundaries, intentional parent with vision will go through with it. You have consequence for an action. An intentional parent with vision will always go through with these consequences. So you have to be consistent. Maybe it's a routine. It's playtime for a child. But you are busy. You have an emergency call. I understand life happens. I understand that. And understand something can happen that is unplanned and you might not have an help in hand sometimes in a very rare situation, but not like every time. The child knows when we say we are doing this, they cannot even put their mind to it because mom or dad that said we are doing this today might come up with another story tomorrow. Our children are very clever and they're very smart. When you continue to do this with them, they're not going to take you serious in other aspects of life. And sometimes we just shout on our children and just rant, not knowing that all this behavior and attitude are what is affecting them not to actually take some words or some rules or some instructions serious because you were never serious on other things. Be consistent. You want to become an intentional parent with vision? Be consistent in your values, in the way you are modeling to your children. Be consistent in everything. You have to ensure that your action is aligned with vision. I'm talking about your attitude or your behavior, your actions being aligned with your vision. But my question to you now is, do you even have vision? Bam. Do you have vision as a parent? As a family, do you have vision? Do you even know where you're going to? Do you have this map? Because if you do not have, you're going to miss your way. You are going to miss your way. Let's assume you have it. Make sure you are aligning with it. Consistency is key, and that gives you a good quality as an intentional parent with vision. All right, I'm going to run fast because of time. An intentional parent with vision is they show empathy. They are empathetic. It's not every time you say, I'm a strict parent, I don't take nonsense. What many of us do when it comes to the word I don't take nonsense is just being inconsiderate or lack of empathy. Yes. You just want to be that principality and power. If you're familiar with my words, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You just want to be principality and power. You are not empathetic. You don't want to show empathy. You have to model everything, and that includes you being empathetic as a parent. You have to show empathy to them. You have to deeply attune to your children's emotional needs. You have to understand. I'm not saying pampering, because sometimes this word are misunderstood. when we talk about you over pampering or over indulging your child or showing empathy. No, it's a different thing entirely. But many a times when parents hear the word empathy, what comes to mind is, they just want us to spoil our children. This coach just want us to spoil. No, I'm not talking about you spoiling your children. I'm not talking about you not having boundaries. I'm not talking about you not having rules. I'm talking about you understanding your child's emotional needs. And that is where compromise comes in sometimes. You listen to them. You negotiate. You understand how you feel. You come to their level. You want to enforce something, but you don't want to understand your child's emotion. You are going to be a very terrible parent like that. Every parent that wants to know how to show empathy must know how to listen and understand the child's emotion. You have to understand your child's emotional need. Again, I am not talking about spoiling or overindulging your child. That's what I'm talking about. That is totally, totally different. So an intentional parent with vision are goal-oriented. You have your goals in place. You are goal-oriented. At every stage and at every age, there are goals that have been set that you want to achieve. That is the vision. And that is the part of you working in the path of intentionality. You have to be goal-oriented. You set work. You have your goals that you want to work towards. You have a goal. It might be on the child's developmental stage. It might be goal on the academics. It might be social development. So many times you just bring these things together and you match them together and you struggle as a parent. Then you see your child as not developing, but I'm teaching you these things, you're not getting it, you're not grasping it. The mistake many do is to bring a lot of goals together and trying to work on them at the same time. When you are a parent who is goal-oriented, you have to set all the areas that need development, set the goals that you need, then you pick them one by one. If your child lacks social interaction and maybe lack some skills academically, maybe in their mathematics, maybe it's a physical development, control and coordination, understanding the word, you cannot come together and do this. You set the goal, you take it out one by one. That is where you can achieve whatever you have set your goals on. So be goal-oriented as an intentional parent with vision. One important thing that you have to also do that will give you the quality of an intentional parent with vision is you leading by example. Hey, when we talk about leading by examples, a lot of people don't see many things that they do wrong as something wrong. As simple as telling the child, please tell the person I'm not available. Please do this. You feel it doesn't matter. That person has actually come to bother you or to disturb you. And I understand the fact that you don't want to speak to that person at the moment. But do you understand how much harm and damage you have done to the child? Somebody's by your door and you're telling the child, tell the person, I am not at home. Are you still doing that? Are you still in that class? No, the child should understand. I don't just want to see that person. I think you understand what you're doing, but do you think the child actually understands what you're doing? So you need to lead by example. As an intentional parent with vision, you cannot do what I say and not what I do. No, it doesn't work like that. In an intentional journey in parenting with vision, your duty is not do what I say and not what I do. You have to do what you do. Yes, you have to do what you say. And that is where the children are going to see. That is where they are going to learn. That is when you can lead by example. But I said it before, but when you're just saying it, they are not seeing it. But I told you yesterday, but I told you the other day. Yes, you said it. They're not arguing, but they want to see it. If you find yourself always repeating the statement, I told you, I said it. Please check your life. Check it and start doing. Stop the I said it, I told you. Re-strategize by doing more and saying less. Do more and say less. That is when you can lead by example. Another thing that gives you that quality of an intentional parent vision is patience. I was there, so I can really relate. I used to be, I can say, an impatient person. In bracket, I used to be. So I understand that many times, if you're not intelligent or a skilled parent, the children are actually going to press your button. Yes. And you might step out of line. You might lose your patience. But if you indeed want to be a parent with vision on this journey, you have to be patient. And patient in this case is a skill that you have to learn. You cannot say, I will be patient. No, you cannot say it and do it. No, you have to learn the skill to be patient. Patience is a skill to learn. Especially if you find yourself struggling in this aspect. If you find yourself struggling, you're actually trying. One moment, 1 minute, you're out of line, outburst. Little press of button, you're out of point. You have to learn it as a skill. Be patient. You have to understand that parenting is a long-term journey. So the patience that you get today might not be able to carry you through this journey. So you need a lot of patience in your bag. You need to load your bag, load all your baggages, because the journey ahead is far. And without patience, you might not be able to get through. You need it. It's a skill. Patience is a skill that is just like I can relate it to those who have an addiction, a negative addiction. You cannot say, I'm just going to stop this. Maybe you're an alcoholic. I want to stop alcohol. I want to drop drinking alcohol. And that's it. That's it. You cannot just stop by saying. Beyond saying, there are these steps to take. And that is why you see people saying maybe spiritual. Maybe spiritual. A lot of things are not actually spiritual. It's just psychological. So when we say something, or you tell your child, but I said it, the word might not be powerful enough until you take some step that might take its therapeutic steps for you to get out of that line. So if you are the parent that lacks patience, you might need to take some therapeutic steps into getting the skills of patience. And this is going to help you on this intentional journey with vision. All right. Educated. Being educated is one of biggest, is one of the top quality of an intentional parent that have vision or that carried vision. You have to be educated. The first thing that comes to your mind when I said education is maybe you think academical education, which is good. They are great, fine, amazing. It's good to be led academically. It's good to be, you have PhD, congratulations, you're a professor, good. You have your master's degree, amazing. You have a BSc, congratulations. Diploma, wow. But beyond that, when we talk about education in parenting, it goes beyond that. Because I've seen people who are actually educated, educated, and they're struggling in their parenting journey. So the education we are talking about in parenting journey, that's when your intentionality comes in. Knowing and doing. And trying to know, being ready to know. This education is you trying to unlearn and relearning. Not holding on to what you have learned in 1960 and telling your child in 2024, this is how I did it in 1960. Sorry, we are not in 1960. That is the education I'm talking about. I do tell visionaries, and I'm sure every visionary that is here is going to understand this fact, that it is very important for us to grow with our children as they grow. That is education. You have raised children, 3 children in the 90s. Now you have a newborn baby in 2024. And you want to use the same skill that you used in 1990 to raise your child in 2024. There is no time to start asking you questions. In 1990, do we have these things? Is the social media like this? Is the what like this? We don't have all that time. Those are the education I'm talking about. Another thing is you raise your triplets, for example. They pass the toddler stage, pre-early school. Now they are teenagers. You are not ready to inquire skills, knowledge more on how to raise a teenager, but you still are holding on to the way you raise them as a toddler. But I used to give you food, you don't say no. But I feed you, you take it as a teenager. You're going to fail. These are the educations. These are the educations we are talking about. You have to educate yourself. Because an intentional parent with vision is educated. Continuous learning, seeking knowledge. You cannot wait. Do you know how fast these kids are growing? Especially if you have preteen and teenagers. Buy them 3 packs a day. I mean, it was a pound. Check them, let them wear it. Just keep it in the house. Bring it out for them to wear it after 2 weeks. 1 month. You will see that it's already jumping. This is how much they are growing. So imagine you staying in a position and say, I'm not ready to learn. You're going to suffer. So you have to constantly be intentional about educating yourself on your children. Seek knowledge. Find resources that is going to improve you. Like today, we had an amazing time. And I'm going to be sharing some of the clips and photos later. The Doha Visioners, we were out today. We were at the libraries with our children. It was amazing. So if you are here in Doha and I don't know, and you're a visionary and you didn't come out today, I don't understand what you're doing. We had a great time. That's education. Not just the children. We also had a great time ourselves. We saw the children exploring books. After that, we went to the museum. It was amazing. So you have to be intentional in doing this. I know what you're saying now. Coach, you don't know I'm very busy. We are all busy. Life itself is busy. Can I say that again? Life that we live in, the life that we have right now is busy itself. So you have to be intentionally intentional, carrying the vision jealously to say, no, I am going to learn. I am going to educate myself. If not, you always have reasons. I'm busy. My husband is busy. I'm a working class. I understand, but create the time. Everyone, we have 24 hours to ourselves. Nobody is using 34 hours. We all share just 24 hours. How are you going to use yours? Determine the result you're going to bring out of it. So education is very important. When you call yourself an intentional parent with vision, be supportive. How supportive are you as a parent? You have to be actively supporting your children in their interests, their talent. Be supportive. Do you know why a lot of parents find it difficult to support their children? Because their talent, their vision, their dreams, aspiration does not align with you. Are you still in the class of parents that actually want your child to live your dreams and vision? No, it's not because of that. Oh, I just want my child to be a doctor. Because you tried to be a doctor, but you couldn't achieve it. Now you are on that boy's neck or that girl's neck. You are reading medicine. You are going to study medicine. Hey, can you just relax? That is your own vision. I know you are laughing right there that you are. You know you're just pushing. You want that child to be you. That child is not you. It's high time you understood that. Get that straight. That child is not you. So support them. Maybe what your child's dream, visions, aspirations is it's what is not heard in your family. You don't know why your child says, I want to study art and craft. You don't know why your child says, I want to study art and craft. Theater art. What is it again? I want to do education. Why will you do education? No. Teachers are not respected. Auntie, mommy, relax. Relax. Your own is going to do it, and they're going to be great. They're going to be fulfilled in life. Have you thought about their fulfillment? It's not bad for you to advise your children. That's not what I'm talking about. But stop pushing them to live your own dreams. You wanted to be a nurse. You tried. Maybe your parent couldn't afford it. Maybe you even tried, but you were not given the admission. They gave you another course entirely. Now you have that girl that looks just like you in your head, not knowing that daughter of yours is not yours. You want to do everything in your power. Sure that girl studied nursing. You better come out of this dream. You are daydreaming. Don't destroy your child because you couldn't get what you wanted. All right. What am I talking about? Being supportive. I'm talking about the qualities of an intentional parent with vision. You might be saying, maybe you're just joining me. So why intentional parent with vision? The vision is what is going to guide you. You can be intentional and I'm not sure of what you're intentional about. You can be intentional, you really want to do, but you don't know what to do. Maybe you actually know what to do, but you don't know how to do it. The vision is what is going to guide you jealously. And that is why we say only the vision that I'm going to run through. I want to stop. So you have to be supportive. You have to have that vision again. I come back to the being visionary. You have to have the vision beyond this present moment, beyond the present situation in your home, in the country, in the world at large. What do you see? What vision do you have? In this your journey of intentionality, what vision do you see? About the future, your children's future success, their well-being, what do you see? As you make decisions for them, what do you see? As a family, what do you see? It is very important for you to ask yourself all these questions. That is when you can keep a long-term goal about their well-being. A long-time well-being. The children's mind is considered. Their growth is considered. Their family needs is considered. What do you see? Check yourself and ask yourself at this moment, are you actually a parent with intentionality? Do you have vision on this journey? And this is a question I want you to ask yourself. Let me know if you have any question. I want to stop, and I think the point I gave is enough. Do you have vision in your journey? Do you have vision in your journey? Are you intentional? What do you see? Sister Bella, I cite you there. Folakemi Olarinde Olushino, thank you for joining me today. Brother Lawrence, thank you for joining all the way from Canada. It's good to see you. Auntie T, thank you for joining me all the way from the United Kingdom. All right. Let me know where you're joining me from. Sister Bella is joining me from the Romanian. Let me know where you're joining me from, and I'm happy that you are here today. But I'm asking a question right now. Are you intentional, and do you have vision in your intentionality? And I think that's an important question that I've raised today, and I want to ask you again as you're watching. Are you sure you're not trying to let your child or your children live the dream you couldn't achieve? Can I say that loud? What are you pushing to your children in the name of I am intentional? I don't take nonsense. So we study here. My child must read this. You're just pushing those books of the vision you have. Vision is good, but consider the children's interest. Do you just have the dream? All you want to achieve in life as a parent is to make sure that your child come through for you in your failed, I'll say that again, failed dreams? Are you considerate? Are you supportive to your children, with your children about their visions, their goals, aspirations, dreams? Do you know it is easy for any of us to go wrong on this if we don't actually do our stop and check by being intentional in looking at it, because we think we're doing something right. We can just think, we're doing things amazing. You're just giving your best. But your best might not even be nothing, talk less of being good enough. What are you doing? What are you doing? Do I have question today? Let me know if I have question. Let me check who is there on the vision guide. Do I have question? Do I have question? Okay. Do I have question today? Let me know if there's any question. In the absence of none, I'm just going to, let me see vision guide one moment. Moi Paris is there on vision guide. I have Ali Kimai Ali on vision guide. Thank you for joining me. Understanding is the key too. Very good. Understanding is the key. Understanding, we are talking about intentionality with vision. So understand, when we talk about understanding, you have to understand the child you're raising. That understanding is what's bring you to understanding the unique child. That child, not the children. Add to that, not the children. Maybe you are raising 4 children. It's your duty as a parent or caregiver to know these children one by one. Why do you always compare? Why do you think you find yourself comparing child A to child B every time? It's because you don't know the importance of you understanding child A from child B. Even if you are raising quadruplet, triplet, twins, they are not the same people. Baby A is not the same as baby B. Your job as a parent and caregiver now is to understand baby A on a standalone note. Stand baby B on a standalone note. They are not the same people. Understanding cannot be overemphasized when we talk about being intentional and having the vision guiding. Cannot be overemphasized. All right, thank you everybody for joining me today. If you are joining this for the first time, maybe somebody shared with you, or you just meet this by chance, I want to tell you it's not an accident. This is called the Parenting Essentials, and it's coming to you from the Vision Guide. Every Saturday evening, we are live to all ends on being a visionary parent, being intentional on this journey. And we always say that only the Vision Guide. So this is Parenting Essential. It's coming to you from the Vision Guide. You know, it was an amazing day today. I had a very busy day, but very peaceful, very, very, very fulfilling. Having a very lovely hangout with the visionaries in Doha. Oh my God. I'm going to be sharing photos and videos shortly. It's a fruitful one, a blessed one. We had a great time with our children, and you know, it was worth it. It was worth it. And I'm going to be sharing. So if you're in Doha here, please join this family of God. We are called the Visionaire for a reason. We are not joking, and we are not going to tell the children to do, but we are going to do and let the children see and do. All right, thank you everybody for joining me today. I want to say a special shout out to somebody today. I'm sure the person is like, okay, who is this? Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? Okay, listen. I just want to say a very special, amazing thank you to somebody. I'm sure you're thinking, who is that person? Just relax, I'll say it. Relax, I'll say it. I call this person Oba. And I'm sure Oba knows himself. But in case you don't know who Oba is the king of this house. Oba is this king of this home. I just want to say thank you to you, honey. You know, you are amazing. You are amazing. You are just, I don't know what to describe you with. Thank you for all you do, my husband. I'm talking about my darling husband. I know you wouldn't like this, but trust me, I want to do this. I want to say thank you for all you do. Thank you for being that amazing husband. Thank you for being the shoulder I can rest on. Thank you for being the pillar. Thank you for being the pedal. Thank you for being the accelerator, the brake. You know, thank you for being everything. Thank you for not getting tired of this girl, your comedian. I'm going to say thank you for all you do. You're amazing. I don't even know what to say sometimes. I'm just short of words. I just see how you just go out of your way to do everything. You are amazing. Thank you. Thank you. From the depth of my heart. You know, I love you. I can't say that enough. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you is an understatement. I will look for the right word to say another time. But for now, I want to tell you, Oba, I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all you do. All right, everybody, I love you all too. And I believe you love your spouses. And that is how we roll here. And being intentional in our parenting goes a long way, goes into our marriage. And you know, I just feel I should do this. Sometimes I just look at my husband and I go, this man, eh? All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for joining me. Shanti, I see you there. Maybe you're at work, you're at home. I say I love you too, Shanti. And Esther, I love you, okay? I love everybody. Auntie T, thank you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, everybody. All right, as we go, don't forget, we're talking about vision today. We're talking about intentionality in carrying the vision. And we say only the vision guides. It's for a purpose and for a reason. The vision is guiding for a reason. I said it at the beginning that the vision is the map that is going to guide you throughout this journey. The vision that you have, the vision that you carry It's going to be the roadmap. If you are a driver, if you drive, sometimes we miss our ways. How do we find our way sometimes? We go through the Google Map or the Waze or something that will guide us. So that is your vision. When we make errors in our parenting, when we make mistakes in our parenting, when we have of lines, when the children push our buttons and we couldn't resist, the vision is what is going to guide us back. The vision is going to call us back and no, that is not the way. This is the way to do it. That is why we say only the vision. Last question to you today as a parent and a caregiver. Who are you raising? Who are you parenting? Do you know who you are parenting? Do you know who you are raising? What is in your package? These children, I call them growing glory for a reason. And they have a package you are making. What are you packaging? Make sure you do all in your power that ensure that you are not packaging a rotten goods. Don't package rotten goods. Do your best. Be intentional so that by the time you look back in the nearest future, 5 years, 10 years, you are going to be able to pat yourself at the back and say, oh yeah, well done. You will look at yourself and you say, well done. It's an assignment for you, it's a call for you. I'll say it again and I'm not apologetic about it. These children did not call on you to become a parent. These are bitter truth that a lot of people don't know to hear. Make sure that your package are not rotten. As we go, parenting must be intentional. Parenting must be purposeful. Parenting must be full of vision. And this vision is what is going to guide us jealously. Because only the vision guides. Bye for now. Stay blessed and God bless you.